Well, good evening, everyone. I can't tell you how good it feels to be standing here in front of you today in person. If good things come to those who wait, the last 18 months are going to prove that this is going to be a great week, and we're absolutely pleased to have you all here. I also want to thank Northrop Grumman for the opening video and for being tonight's corporate host. And welcome to all of you to the 36th Space Symposium, or should I say, welcome home. My staff has planned this event 3 times over the last 2 years. You know how happy they are with me? Not much. Only to have the first 2 attempts postponed, so needless to say, they are anxious to finally be in the execution mode. We're back at the Broadmoor, right where we belong, ready to showcase the people, ideas, and organizations that are driving the era of access and opportunity in the global space ecosystem. What's different? There's going to be a lot different that you'll notice while you're here. But it is in August. It's the first time we've ever had a symposium in the summer. So I'm anticipating little or no wind, no hail, no snow, and probably no locusts. But you will just have to endure the intense heat of being at 6,223 feet at 95 degrees with no little atmosphere between you and the sun. So, we're excited to get things going. Before I continue my remarks, I want to do a little bit of housekeeping. Your health and safety are top priority for us, and we're taking COVID very seriously. As you've all been informed, we are requiring masks to be worn at all times in indoor symposium events, regardless of your vaccination status. Also, at all of our check-in areas, there's a COVID card that you can pick up, and it provides instructions what you should do just in case you're experiencing any symptoms. And it also includes phone numbers of people you can call or medical facilities. And secondly, I want to manage everybody's expectations a bit about this week. This symposium is also different since we do not have the entire Broadmoor like we normally do. There are 2 other conferences being conducted at the same time. And when that happens, that means that there are less rooms, more competition for Broadmoor resources, and there's other challenges. But I will tell you what I tell my staff all the time, and they affectionately call it Tom's Trinity. Be kind, be flexible, and check each other's 6. If we all watch out for each other and help each other out, we're going to have a tremendous week. And as always, we will make every effort to ensure you experience the same quality that you are used to at the symposiums. It's obviously been a while since we've all been together, and a lot has happened in our community. Mars is now home to more orbiting satellites and surveying rovers, even one with its own helicopter. The doors of commercial spaceflight have been opened wide by industry. The Space Force and U.S. Space Command are now operational. And we have a lot of new leadership across many of the civil space organizations. The moon is in closer reach than it has been in nearly 50 years. And new technologies have come online that touch every infrastructure and continent to better life on Earth. We've also seen how our community has responded to the pandemic by providing life-saving personal protective equipment with new ventilators and healthcare tools to support public operations around the world. When you couple those with the good works and continued economic and job growth as we saw despite the pandemic, it is why I say with a lot of confidence there is no better time to be part of the space ecosystem, and everybody here is part of that. While we have much to be proud of, we still have challenges that we must face. We will explore many of those this week with a program that is as diverse as it is dynamic. We do that by sharing the week with you here at the Broadmoor, as well with, for the first time, a virtual audience where most of our events are being live streamed, and that's global in scale. Adding this virtual aspect to our program is the first for us in Symposium history, and we're extremely excited to extend the Symposium experience in this area. As we've all learned over the past 18 months, connectivity is critical to keep the ideas and insights open and flowing. By extending the reach of this week's conversations, we are expanding participation and engagement in many new ways. To our virtual audience, I welcome you also. One of the unique facets of Space Symposium is bringing together the entire space community to engage in dialogue. It's always amazing to see civil and national security space, along with commercial and international space, all contributing to the exchange of ideas. I believe this is one of our greatest strengths of our community, and certainly one of the significant elements of the Space Symposium. Space Foundation is privileged to be part of this, providing this signature venue for information and discussion, along with networking and conducting business. We serve all sectors, live and online, to learn, connect, and conduct even more business. At the close of tonight's ceremony, we will open the largest and most expansive exhibit hall we have ever had. This year, we have over 270 exhibitors from around the world, showcasing the creativity, ingenuity, and craftsmanship of a community that never ceases to amaze or inspire. I want to give my personal thanks and gratitude to the Broadmoor leadership and its owners, and because we have now more than doubled our amount of space we have to showcase the space community achievements. The temporary pavilion that many of you no doubt remember is long gone, and we now have the state-of-the-art facility that will allow you to experience more than you ever have before at Symposium. It's now time to honor some truly remarkable people as we now convene the 36th Annual Space Symposium. Since we were not able to gather last year, we have assembled a brief video to recognize our 2020 awardees.
The 2020 Douglas S. Morrow Public Outreach Award was presented to the Smithsonian Institution's National Air and Space Museum for the production of the Apollo 11 50th Anniversary Celebration. The National Air and Space Museum team brought the Apollo 11 mission to life, projecting spectacular imagery onto the side of the 555-foot-tall Washington Monument. The Space Foundation presented 2 Space Achievement Awards in 2020. The first Space Achievement Award was presented to the China National Space Administration for achieving the first successful soft landing on the far side of the Moon with the successful Chang'e 4 robotic spacecraft mission. The 2020 Space Achievement Award was also presented to the Canadian Space Agency, European Space Agency, Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, National Aeronautics and Space Administration, and Roscosmos in recognition for their shared leadership, initiative, and investment in the International Space Station program. NASA JPL's InSight Mars Cube 1 Joint Project Flight Teams received the 2020 John L. Jack Swigert Jr. Award for their contributions in the first mission to directly study the deep interior of Mars. The 2020 General James E. Hill Lifetime Space Achievement Award, the Space Foundation's highest honor, was presented to legendary NASA Flight Director Eugene F. Kranz, whose life and legacy echo throughout NASA's history. Kranz's presence at NASA Johnson Space Center's Mission Control instilled confidence and competence during some of the most astonishing and adverse moments in spaceflight history, and his legacy continues today. Please join us in congratulating all of the 2020 awardees.